Okay, good to go.
What's up, everyone? Hey, Ann. Thanks for having me on. I'm always like, I feel like I don't ever get on with your team, and I'm like, I want to get on with David's team. I'm like, I'll just beg her. I'll drive her nuts until she finally is like, you can get on and talk to my people, but don't talk too much. I told her earlier she would have to cut me off, so just so you guys are aware. But thank you guys all for hopping on tonight. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Dustin, one of your leaders. Super excited to hang out with you guys tonight. I haven't had a chance to get on with you guys in forever, just because we all have Zooms going on and we've all been super busy. But Em and I were talking the other day and talking with some other leaders on the team. And, you know, while there is still so much excitement and so much going on, but, you know, with people being busy and the time of season it is in network marketing, I think a lot of times we tend to get stuck in this season. And in this season is when people get into that mindset of either I'm comfortable or I'm not worthy. I can't go any further than where I am. So if I can maintain this set of skills, I can maintain this check, right? And I think people tend to never get out of that rut. And it took me a while to understand, like, you're going to go through these seasons in your business, but you have to recognize them yourself. And I think as leaders, we put this crazy idea in our heads that it's our job to create a breakthrough, to cast a breakthrough vision for each person. And it's unrealistic. You know, like nothing I say on a Zoom is ever going to give you your big breakthrough. No one action step can I tell you that's going to give you your big breakthrough. It comes from within and from working and whatnot. But I think a lot of times people get stuck in the mindset of, oh, well, if someone was there to train me and tell me where to go in this slow season, then maybe I would have done something. Maybe I wouldn't have quit. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten stagnant. So we were talking and we were like, we got to get back to the basics. You know, we together with a ton of badasses like you guys, we built a team of 15,000 people in just over a year. And it's because we kept things stupid simple. This was literally our life. I was in front of a computer screen 24/7 right beside him, and we were Zooming with people nonstop. But we hear it over and over in this industry that, and I have a ton of notes in front of me, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But we hear it over and over in this industry that you got to get back to the basics, right? And I know it's easy to think as someone in an organization, it's easy to think, oh my God, here we go. Another leader is going to get on this Zoom and they're going to tell us to do the things we did when we first started, blah, 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 blah. Easy for him to say, easy for her to say, sitting up there making all that money, right? I used to have those thoughts. I used to be that person, right? Here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Whatever you're currently doing, unless it's phenomenally working for you, this is the season to hit reset, right? And Lavelle is super special, and I'm not saying that to be tacky. I truly believe that with all my heart, because as promoters, you have unlimited $600 checks, right? You have unlimited checks, the $400 bonus checks plus the commission checks. You have unlimited checks that you can give out to people, right? I want you guys to remember in this business, and it's what this whole training is going to be about, that the only roadmap that you need in this company is VIP 800. The only roadmap you need in this company is VIP 800, okay? And it's proven that it works, right? $1 billion company in 5 years. It's proven that it works. But we get in and we get so busy in our minds and we do so many things. I'm going to talk about all the things that we do wrong that take us away from this roadmap, that take us on 19 different detours that end up causing confusion and frustration and no duplication in your organization, right? When you sign someone up in your business, okay, don't send them to 10 team pages and tell them to dive in. It won't ever work. It won't ever work. And do you think that those people are truly going to do that? Right? They don't want to see me. They don't want to see, you know, Emma, if Emma didn't sign her up. They don't want to see Lindsay, right? They want to see the person that they trusted to come into this business with, right? And more importantly than that, they want their money. You made a business agreement with someone and they believed in you and they came into this business with you. Now the spotlight is just as much on you as it is on them to be the business person you promised before they signed the dotted line, right? Before they actually jumped in your organization and bought your pack, right? During their VIP periods, you got to take people by the hand and you have to show them. When people join network marketing, they want to do one thing. They want to make their investment back, right? They want to make their investment back. They want to prove to their fiance, to their husband, to their boyfriend, to their girlfriend that this isn't a joke. They want to prove to their bank account this isn't a joke. They want to prove to themselves this isn't a joke. They want their investment back, right? VIP 800 accomplishes that alone, plus some, right? And I think what a bunch of people do, and it's easy to do, and I'm super guilty of doing it too in my career, is when we sign someone up, we're like, well, if they're like me and they really want this, or they catch the vision, they're going to hit their VIPs organically. They're going to do what I told them to do, and they're going to hit them, right? Either they have the vision or they don't. And that's just bullshit. I hope I'm allowed to cuss on your Zoom. You know I'm a cusser. It just doesn't work, right? And most people join this industry and either they're brand new and they're super confused and all the stuff that we think is second nature, like MLM language, it's not second nature to them, and they don't know what a promoter is, and they don't know what a difference as a customer is, and they don't know what MLM even stands for because you've only called it network marketing, and they're confused, right? Or they've been burnt in the past. They've been a part of another company and they've been burnt. Or someone didn't do the things that they said that they were going to do, or they didn't like the products, but someone just sold them on the products to sell them on the products. No matter what it is, they've been burnt. And they're looking for something different, right? And they're scared, right? Because it's new. It's new. And what's happening is someone signs up, and it's easy for us to be like, okay, here's what VIP means. Here's what 4K means. Here's what this means. Here's what 12K means. And we shouldn't be doing that with our newbies, right? Because we got to simplify everything, right? And there are 15,000 people on our team. Less than 200 have ever earned their car. When you sign up a newbie, you don't need to be explaining the auto bonus, right? You don't need to be explaining to them what VIP 1600 is and what the 4K bonus is, because VIP 800 is your roadmap. VIP 1600 is just VIP 800 twice, right? So you get them through VIP 800 and say, okay, you've got 7 days left. Let's do that again. If you do it again, everything doubles. VIP 800 is your roadmap. When someone comes in, we're not going to sit down and talk about the getaways, right? We're not going to sit down and talk about 200K. Right? Let's get you past the roadblock in front of you, right? And then we'll go to the next one, and then we'll go to the next one, and then we'll go to the next one, right? So when someone signs up, your goal, not just their goal, your goal, if they signed up with you, is you need to get them to VIP 800, right? You need them to come up with 4 people that are willing to spend $200, right? And you're like, oh, Dustin, 4 people willing to spend $200, but 2 of them have to be customers, and 2 of them have to be promoters, and some of them have to buy this, and some. That's your job. They need to bring you 4 people that are willing to spend $200, right? Because if I have a newbie and they've signed up 2 customers and they get me on a phone with a potential, even if it's a potential customer, I know that they need promoters, and I'm going to talk to that person as to why, if the business is ever for them, they should go ahead and jump in as a promoter because it's the same price, right? That's my job. The person who brought them into this company, that is my job to get them their VIPs, right? The goal is to get their money back. Your newbie needs 4 people that are willing to spend $200, right? And you know, a lot of times when we get on Zooms like this and we're learning these trainings, like, you know, things feel good because we're in a team atmosphere and everyone supports each other and we're bouncing ideas off each other and we want everyone to win. But you guys, you have to remember, a lot of times home life isn't like that. Right? You get off this Zoom and this supportive community, and home doesn't always treat you so good, right? People don't believe in you. They think your business is a joke. They think you're wasting time. They think you should have been putting the kids to bed, right? And they have all this negativity already surrounding what they're trying to make happen, right? You have to be that support for them. I want you guys to write this down. Everything that you do in your business, someone else is copying. Now, I'm not talking about your posts. We all know that those are getting copied, right? And that's okay. What I'm talking about is from the very first conversation that you're having with your prospect, they're watching your every move. And later on down the road, assuming you did what you were supposed to do and you keep them in your business, right? They're probably going to use the wording that you used on them at some point, right? But more than that, what you do with them in their VIP period is exactly what they're going to do with their newbie. And if done right, that's what you want, right? If you follow the steps and you do everything right, the whole purpose of this industry is to duplicate yourself, to multiply you, right? So if you do it right from the get-go, they follow your lead. If you do it wrong and you do it the shitty way, they do it wrong and they do it the shitty way and they burn through their network. And now all of these people that could have been good now have the business ruined for them, right? That's how you make $20,000 a week. You do it right from the get-go. You make sure people are watching your move because you know you're doing it right. Because it's so repetitive for you at this point because you've done it 5, 10, 500 times. It's a business. You're following a process. That person should be taking notes at all times, right? And if you're signing people up and you're sending them to the team pages and you're saying, watch this newbie video, and Thursday at 9 o'clock, Emma's going to be doing a Facebook Live event. Invite all of your prospects to it. And that's all you're doing with your newbies. You are setting them up to fail. Bad. Okay? And guess what they're going to do? They're going to sign up people in their network. They're going to drop them in a team page, which is confusing as shit because you're adding them to 5. Right? And they're going to say, invite all of your prospects to the opportunity Zoom that Emma, who they don't even know who Emma is at this point, Emma is doing, invite all your people there and she's going to talk to them about the business and they're going to burn through their network. Right? And it's going to look bad and it's going to feel bad and it's not going to feel right. During their VIP period, you should be doing exactly what you promised before they signed up. I can help you put $1,300 in your bank account. Can you? Are you? Will you? Right? The goal isn't for people just to see on your social media the impact that you're making. The goal is to make them feel it. Right? And to feel it, you got to put some money in their account. Right? When you sign someone up, I haven't even looked at my notes. So I'm like going off script and I'm probably all out of whack, but you know how I am. But when you sign someone up, do you feel bad if they don't hit their VIPs? I do. I truly do. And I'm not saying that to sound silly. I feel bad. If I brought someone into my business, I've explained to them what they can do and they don't hit their VIPs, right? If I don't have a ton of time, if I'm going to be traveling somewhere or I know I'm going to be busy or I don't want a busy week, I'm not going to go out and sign up 15 people because I'm not going to be able to give them the time that they deserve, right? When I sign someone up and they don't hit their VIPs, I'm heartbroken. That's special money to these families. Everyone's broke. They need that VIP money, right? And if they don't hit their VIP, I feel like I didn't hit my goals. And I don't want to feel that way, right? So I can't sit in my living room for 5 nights and watch a Netflix binge. If I have someone that I brought into the business who's in their VIP period, I personally cannot do it because I know in this industry to be where I am, I have to serve, right? And I know that if I'm letting people just miss their VIP period, how are they ever going to go out and be a successful promoter within Thrive? Telling other people, I can help you make $660 and I can help you make $1,300 in your first 2 weeks, but they don't truly believe it ever from the get-go because they didn't hit it. Right? Because they didn't hit it. That money is special money to a family. And sometimes people need you to love on them a little bit more and to make sure that they know that you believe in them and to remind them of why they joined, right? You guys, nothing in this industry beats well said like well done. Well said, great, you got them in your business, right? Well done, you served them. You did what you promised. You put money in their account. You've made them believe in a business. You've given them hope. right? VIPs increase your check, you guys. VIPs guarantee an order next month. Why? Because they've signed up 2 customers. Now they have product credits. Boom, volume next month. VIP more than anything, though, means you stuck to your word. You stuck to the business contract you made with that person when they signed up. And more than that, you served. You did what we are in this for, right? Your words mean nothing more than the action that follows it. You can talk all day long, right? But are you doing the things that you promised? You guys, if you can be consistent with your VIPs and you can demonstrate VIPs to your downline, you will go 200K. It is the only roadmap you need in this company. It is proven, right? Don't let anyone tell you anything else. VIP 800, you guys, in this industry, not just this company, no matter where you go in this industry, sorry, that's parched. Your consistency is going to determine everything. And consistency is always going to overpower intensity. It's always going to beat passion. It's always going to beat volume. It's going to beat your paycheck. But more than anything, you guys, your consistency is going to dictate results in your business. Either you do or you don't, right? And it's going to define your character as a leader to people in your downline, right? Because are you who you say you are? Do you help people the way that you say you're going to help people? Do you do the things that you promised them that you were going to do? Or are you going to be that person that signs up a bunch of people and says, well, I told you to go watch that video on recruiting, or I told you to invite all your prospects to, and then you just hope, like it's like you're playing the lottery. You just hope you scratch off that person that's a self-starter, right? And that person that's just an amazing network marketer, right? It's not going to happen. You guys, no one's going to show up at your door and make you a 200K. No one's going to show up at your door and make your dreams come true. Your friends aren't going to do it. Your family is going to do it. The government's not going to do it. It's on you, right? And I'm here to tell you guys, if you don't care about people in their VIP periods and you don't care whether or not they hit their VIPs, this industry isn't for you. And I'm not saying that mean. I'm saying that with a good heart. If you don't care about the people that you bring in, whether or not they do good or whether or not they make it or whether or not you do the things that you promised, you'll come in and you'll make a quick buck because you'll get people in on your stories, right? But you will sizzle out. You will. And we're all guilty. I have signed people up and made the mistakes. I've done it a million times in different companies too, not just here, right? But I know now I've evolved. Right? And I know that when Emma signed up, Emma needed me. But guess what? I needed Emma. Right? And we did this all day long. Right? But here's what's worse than that. When you sign someone up, and Emma, I'm trying to hurry so that because I know you have some stuff to cover too, right? No? Okay, cool. You know, it's just me. Okay. But you guys know word of mouth travels worse than anything, right? Fast, like really fast. So maybe you sign someone up who's freaking annoying as they come. It happens, right? Like you sign someone up who gets on your damn nerves, right? They don't listen to anything you say. They don't follow what you tell them to do. They don't respect your time. They do all of these things that literally just get under your skin, right? And it's driving you nuts. It's still your job to get that person through their VIPs. You brought them in. You did a business contract with them. But you know what's better than that, though? That person might drive you crazy and that person might get on your knees or get on your nerves, right? But maybe their aunt is a badass network marketer and a self-starter, and they bring that person to you, and it's the next person to go 200K in 6 months, right? Maybe that person's annoying. But what if the 4 people that they brought in aren't? Right? And they actually do something. Taproot through your people, guys. Don't be silly. They all have networks of people that you cannot reach, right? And they're in their VIP period, so you have access to their contacts, right? They want that money. Get me in front of as many people as you know, right? Get me in front of them. Because even if this business doesn't work out for you, that doesn't mean it's not going to work out for your aunt if she comes in and pops out $1,300 in 2 weeks, right? And since you're so new and your aunt's so new, I'm going to get your aunt's contacts, and now we're going to be in there together. We're going to be making money. This is going to be good, right? And I'm bringing in new people, right? And my business is growing, right? So when someone signs up in your organization, they need 4 people willing to spend $200, right? And in the next 2 weeks, it's your job to help that happen, right? And it's not your job if you don't want duplication in your organization. It's not your job if you don't ever want to go 200K. It's not your job if your mental capacity says, it's not my job. It's build your own business. Cool. You'll make a little bit of money and you'll fizzle out. When you sign someone up, if you want to go to the top, helping people get to their VIPs and duplicating that in your downline is your job. Okay? So what's that mean? What does that look like? Like I signed someone up, Dustin, and you're like, take them by the hand and like, you got to do that. What am I supposed to do? Right? First and foremost, let's make sure they know what's coming in their promoter pack. Okay? I can't tell you how many people I talk to and they're like, I didn't even know what was coming in my pack. I just got it. And like she ordered it for me or she just told me what to buy. And like, they don't even know what's coming to their doorstep. Right? We explain to our newbies what a sample means in this company. We explain to them what 3 products are coming in their kit. And we are challenging them to get their samples sold before that box ever gets to their door. Right? Because that's their investment back. You start talking $25 to people and they know that they have 10 samples coming in that pack, they're going to try and start slinging that pack because it's $250. Right? And people need that money. People need $250. Right? Make sure people understand what's coming in their pack and make sure that they know what a sample means to us and start challenging them to get them out to their family and friends. Right? So what I tell all of my newbies, and Emma's, I told Emma this before, but she brought me like 900 people in her first 2 days. It was a lot. So when you sign someone up, I tell my new person, I need you to call the first 10 people that you would call if you were pregnant or if you were getting married, right? But remember, this is a business. So we're not just going to call the first 10 people that we would call if we were if we were pregnant or getting married and just be like, hey, Uncle Joe, so like, I have these products and like, and like just sound dumb, right? You're going to know what to say and you're going to hit them with options. Best case scenario, they become your customer or they join your team just for support or they want to lose weight or they want energy, whatever it might be, they spend money, right? They become your customer, they become your promoter. That's option 1. Remember, network marketing is sales, right? It's glorified sales, but you got to make the sale. The first sale, they're your customer or they're your promoter. They join your team or they buy product off of you. Option 2, oh, I don't have that type of money or I can't right now or I'm just not interested. Okay, cool. We're not in this to make money off of our friends and family, right? We're not in it to capitalize. We're here to tell you we need a little bit of help, right? They don't want to be your customer. They don't want to be your promoter. Cool. Option 2, buy a sample. $25. Just try the product. Give me your honest review, right? $25. It would really help me out, right? That's option 2. No, they don't want to do that. Cool. Tap through their market. Option 3 is, okay, you don't want to try my products. You don't want to join my business. You don't want to buy a sample for me. Do you know anyone that would buy a sample? Right? Or do you have any friends who would buy this product or who would be good at this business that you can get me in contact with? Or maybe you'll post on your Facebook for me, right? Have options, you guys. It's a business. Be ready when you call these people, right? These are the first 10 people you call if you're pregnant or you're getting married. They're going to support you. Maybe they're just supporting you through option 3 and no one's spending money, right? Who cares? You're getting your business out to more people, and that's what this is about. We are in the business of people. You got to get in front of people. It is a numbers game. You got to go, right? And you when you sign someone up and you just send them to a team page, or my selfie light is making me so hot. So if my face is turning red, that's why. And I'm drinking coffee. So when you sign someone up, and you just send them to a team page or you tell them to invite all their prospects to my next opportunity live that I'm doing on Facebook, you're setting them up to fail, right? So what does that look like for you? Your job as the person that brings them in this business is to have them get as many people as they can in the same seat that they were in that made them believe this company was a good fit for them. And that seat is directly in front of you, right? It is directly in front of you, because here's what happens, right? People, this is just an analogy that I've always used in this industry. People go to a movie theater, right? And they watch a movie, and, or they're going through the previews, and that production company on that preview spent millions of dollars on that 30-second clip, right? Why? Because they've got to get the moviegoers to be excited, right? And they've got to call you to action. They've got to get you back into the movie theater to see that movie. That's why they spend so much money on previews. What happens? You leave the movie theater and you call your best friend. Susie, we got to go see the new Star Wars movie because of this. And now Susie is getting your second-handed, what I remember and what I took from the preview. They're not getting that $1 million show that you got, right? Because you were in front of a veteran. You were in front of someone who knew the business, right? They're not getting your second-handed opinion of what the Star Wars, and Susie Q's not near as excited, right? Because now you've been like, it was really cool, and there were robots and Jedi and swords and stuff, right? And you sound dumb because you don't know enough yet, because it was just a preview. You're still brand new, right? Their job is to get as many people in front of you as they can, right? And when people are like, well, so-and-so is lazy, or she wouldn't get anyone on. You guys, if you don't know why people are in your business, your system's already out of whack. Every single person who joins my team, I know why they need this money. I know why they need this business. And damn it, in their VIP period, I'm putting it in their face. Girl, 10 days. You have 10 days left. I know you told me that your mortgage was due in the next 10 days, right? And in 10 days, these checks are going to burn up and there's nothing I can do about it. Get me in front of people. Sometimes people just need that push. And a story I want to tell you guys, it was about maybe 3 months ago. I'm really bad at the time. I signed a girl up. I went to high school with her, okay? She's always talked mad shit about network marketing ever since my, I always call it Emerald City, my Emerald City days. And she would always talk shit, even like vocally on social media, which is always just funny to me. But she signed up, right? And I've known this girl since high school. So I've known that she's always struggled. She'll even sometimes post about her struggles. And I knew she was local to me, right? So I signed her up actually via Zoom, even though we were like 4 miles from each other, right? Sign her up via Zoom, and straight up witness protection program. Like, wouldn't respond to me. And I literally can't sit still. You can ask any of my personally enrolled. If I bring you in during your VIP period, I'm going to drive you crazy because I want you to hit it. I want you to understand that you can make this happen, right? And she wouldn't respond. Her phone was going to voicemail. It was like she blocked me out of her life. But I would notice on Facebook, she was only on Facebook, because I'm that wild. She was only on Facebook like once every 4 or 5 hours. You guys, I went to her house. I've known this girl for 10 years. I got in my car, and mind you, we used to be friends in high school, so I knew her back then much better than I know now, but I still knew her. Like, we hung out together in high school. So I got in my car and I went to her house, right? And when I showed up there, you guys, she was bawling, crying, right? Because she couldn't believe I came. But 2, she wasn't messaging me on Facebook because she had no cell phone service. Her phone was shut off. The only time that she had service was when she was in the McDonald's parking lot with her 3 kids, right? Messaging people or just responding to her family. She wasn't even worried about the business. She had no phone, right? She hit her VIPs. I went to her house 2 more nights in her VIP period, and she came to my house one night and she went VIP 1600. Now, let me tell you how that felt. That girl needed me, but she wasn't going to message me and be like, hey, my phone, we hadn't talked in 10 years, like really talked, right? People need you, right? When they sign up with you, they aren't just signing up with you for like giggles and smiles and, oh, I hope that I win the lottery. They're signing up with you because you made them believe. You gave them hope that maybe they could do what you do, right? But you got to make sure you're there, right? And that's why I push people in their VIP period, right? Because it feels good when someone does go organically VIP. It feels great, right? You're like, oh, I've got me a self-starter. They came in, they went VIP by themselves. This is going to be awesome. That does feel good, but it feels a lot better when you sign someone up and you serve them and they go VIP because you did the things that you told them you were going to do before they jumped in your organization. It's that simple. You got to force people to step up. You got to make sure people know that they believe in you. And if you can give that spirit to people, right? And you can give people that hope and you can let people know that you believe in them. But more than that, if you can drag them through those VIPs and put that money in their account, you're gonna see your business go, right? You're gonna see your business go. You guys, I don't know if you guys saw this post. I put it up a while ago, probably not. But I was talking to my mom, and I know that you and you always message me like when you and Travis get highlights in your life since you signed up. By the way, you guys, I sent it to Emma this morning. 1 year ago today, September 26th of last year, Emma had just went 4K. I just thought that was so wild because of like it was a year ago. It seems like yesterday, but it also seems like 10 years ago too. So it's kind of wild. But 1 year ago to this day, she was 4K, right? And now she has a $500,000 per month business, right? And making a lot of money because she was consistent and she worked hard, right? And she found duplication and she didn't confuse the roadmap. She used the roadmap. We used it together. She stuck to her word. I know she got on people on Zooms because I was on there with her. Like we just did the things we said that we were going to do. But I was talking to my mom a couple months ago and we were just talking about how different life has been over the past 16 months, right? Because 16 months ago, you guys, I was the same as them when she joined. Like I was broke. I needed this, like I needed oxygen. Like it was either this works or I'm moving in back with my parents at 29. I had a job, but not the lifestyle that I was accustomed to living, right? I had a job that just paid my bills. That's it. And we were just talking about how wild life's been because obviously life's much different for me, for my parents, for my brothers, for my friends, right? And she said this to me. And when she said this to me, it literally took my breath away because one, it just never registered to me. But two, it was just so true. It was one of those things that just hit you. And she was like, Dustin, what you guys have here at Thrive and the way that you guys mentor people and show people the way to actually change their 30 years ago when you and your brothers were giving up, you and your brothers were growing up, I would have given anything for that possibility. I would have given anything to not have to drop you guys off at daycare to go work in corporate America. I would have given anything for the chance to possibly have an opportunity like this. And that's when it hit me. I'm like, damn, people need me. There are so many people that don't even know what this is and what it means and what it can do, right? Because they're uneducated. And so many people are walking around in this world like zombies, right? Because they've never had someone come into their life and be like, dude, what lights you up? Right? Like what sets your soul on fire? I can guarantee you no one is going to be like going to work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, right? It's going to be like that one vacation I get a year with my family to Disney World, right? That's the type of stuff that lights them up. But they've never had someone come into their life and be like, what sets your soul on fire? What lights you up? What inspires you to get out of bed in the morning? And they walk around like zombies living this default lifestyle, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Oh, now it's Christmas, la-da-da-da-da, right? Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Like they're going through this routine and you see it nonstop. Life does not have to be like that. It doesn't. It doesn't. But I'm here to tell you, no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. You've got to do it. Who cares? Let's say for the past 100 years, your family has lived dirt poor, right? And have had no money and they've always struggled. And it's just casted this vision over you that that's what you're going to be because you fall in that lineage. Bullshit. Change your family tree. Be that person where 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now, people look back and they're going to be like, you know what? M is the one that changed our family tree. She's the one that when things really changed for our family, and now look, we have this and we have this. Our family came from nothing, right? For hundreds and hundreds of years before M. Just because it's how it happened in the past and how your parents were and how your siblings were and how your grandparents, that is not you. It's not. It's not. And every single person has the power, you guys, but everything in this industry comes down to duplication. If I walk away from my business for 6 weeks, 6 months, 2 years, is it going to grow? Can it maintain? Are my leaders equipped with the tools that they need so that they can bring more leaders who can bring more leaders who can bring more leaders, right? And the only roadmap we need in Lavelle is VIP 800. It puts money in their accounts. It gets their products for free. It gets their investment back. It gives them hope. It's all you need. And you're going to flip through numbers. Shitty person, shitty person, shitty person, shitty person, shitty person, decent person, shitty person, shitty person, shitty person, rock star, right? Shitty person, not for them, 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 not for them. Decent person, not for them, 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 rock star, right? And you never know where they're going to come. You guys, when Chris and Ashley signed me up, they were struggling 80K leaders. They'd been in the business 3 years. They had no idea that me and Emma and Courtney were going to join their team and make them a $2 million per team month in a year, right? We sure didn't know that that was going to happen. All we knew is like we were tired of Zooming and people were on our nerves and we hated everyone, right? And our family might as well not even try and talk to us because we are busy, right? And that's what we knew. And that's what we did. And we made sure that we did the things that we promised we were going to do. And when our minds changed, and I remember the shift happening in Emma and Courtney and Stephanie, I remember it happening when we were all finally like, okay, wait a second, like let's stop focusing on the $1 million and let's start focusing on the 1 million people that are now on our team. And like, how the hell did we all of a sudden get to 2,000 people and now we're at 5? Like, who are we to lead? Like, I'm like a 30-year-old drunk. Emma's like 14, right? I'm like, how are we supposed to lead all of these people? Like, who are we, right? But we just followed that roadmap and we kept it stupid simple. And like, even Chris and Ashley, they didn't know. They were telling us to do things that we were like, this doesn't make sense to us. Why would we ever sign up 100 free accounts? And like, they were only doing what they were taught, right? Because they didn't know any better. When our team came in, everything changed for them, right? But we stuck to that roadmap and we never lost sight of it. And in your business, and as you grow and your organization gets bigger, you are going to see, you do get caught up because you're human. It's very easy. And I'm first to admit, you know, when my checks started being explosive, and when I say explosive, I have no shame saying it to you guys. I had a check one week that was $50,000 for the week. Okay. When that starts happening, it is a little hard to remain human and be like, oh, I'm going to get on Zooms and still sign people up for VIP 800 because you lose sight. You do. And I'm first to admit, like, I'm human and I made those mistakes. You can ask Emma, when I went 200K, when she was on her road to 200K, I was so mentally checked out because I didn't feel worthy of the money that I was making. I didn't feel like I was equipped to lead a team of that size, and I felt helpless to the point where I almost quit because it wasn't the money then. Like, my life was already completely changed, right? You're going to go through these roadblocks in your business, and I'm here to tell you, if you don't have those moments of when you hate everyone and everyone's on your nerves and you have these wall-kicking moments by yourself and you cry and you swear you're going to quit and you'll never do this industry again, if you don't have those feelings, you're not working hard enough because they're going to come, right? If you want to be a big dog, you want to make the big money, you want to walk across that stage as a 200K, you're going to have those moments, but damn, let me tell you, they're so worth it. Because they're so minuscule, there's so little amount of time, and you control when you want to deal with them and when you don't, because there's always another leader that is there for you because we're a community. You guys, you have the power to do wild things. Go do it. Go freaking do it. Em, you got to shut me up. 1, I'm sweating profusely. And 2, this selfie light is killing me. Like, I wish I would have not even turned it on.
That's why I didn't put mine on. Okay. Whew.
I know, that was a lot. It even took your breath away.
No, it's good though. I think that every single person on here needed that, and I think that we can all agree. And I had that moment. It was yesterday, I think, when I texted you, and I was having a woe me, pity me. I was having a bullshit day, and I was having a breakdown because probably them. And I was in the middle of it, and I was scared because no matter where you are, no matter how much money you make, you still fear. that it's going to fall apart. You still fear that you're not worthy. You fear that there's no way that this is possible, that this is my life. And I had a moment. I was like, what if I lose it all again? You know, like, what if it goes away? And then stop. Cannot. And then in the middle of my crying breakdown, I had a girl message me on Facebook and got her for her VIP 800 check. And she was like, oh my God, my check was over $500. Like, you have no idea what this is. And I was like, holy shit. Like, that's what this is about. It's that right there. And it grounded me to remember like where I was. And I said it in the chat, but like when I started, if I didn't hit my VIPs and I didn't sell my samples, my truck was going to be repo. Like, I did not have a choice. And I texted us and I was like, I'm screwed. Like, I hacked and I sat in my office for days and I didn't sleep and we Zoomed and I was exhausted, but you have to just get it back to the basics, and you have to get back to that, to your feeling of when you joined, how bad you needed them and what they did for you when you got that first check that was 400, 500, 1,000, 1,100, and what it did for you, and help other people do it. And I think that we've all lost sight of that, and we've all, you know, gone off track. And because it seems now for you, that was a year ago for me, you know, and we get so lost and not remembering that that is truly how simple it is. And what I said in the beginning, if you pair the simplicity of that with how we do it the right way, like, that's how simple it is. We'll never say it's easy, but it's simple. And if we can get back to just doing that one by one by one by one, you can grow to however big you want to be. Is that all you have?
That's all I have, because I'm still winded.
I know. You're a little right. Well, I love you guys so much. Thank you, Dustin. Like I said, I think that we needed this, and I hope that this was kind of an aha moment for a lot of you guys. And just start with day one. Start with one person and getting them their VIPs, and that's how it snowballs, because then they know how to do it and they know how to do it, and that's how you wake up one day and you're a 200K. Okay, so I love you guys. Thank you for hopping on. I will upload and record this, and I hope that y'all have a great night.
Love you guys. Bye.